The males.
The females do.
Females do. Now you put your finger in that little hole they dig, they might sting.
They might get you.
All right, now we're here at Historic Banning Mills with my friends Donna and Mike. Now, what are your last names?
Holder.
Donna and Mike Holder. Okay, great. Now, you guys, this is your property out here, Historic Banning Mills, correct?
That's correct.
Now, you've had this for how many years?
About 15.
About 15. Now, in the background, explain, because I started in tight, on that big tower in the back, which I understand is your newest, what do you call it? Your newest run, your newest, what do you call it?
That's called the Adventure Tower. It's a multi-purpose. There's lots of things you do there, but it does have the Flight of the Falcon.
Okay.
Which is the longest zip line in the continental United States.
And I should have briefed the audience a little better on this. What we're talking about here is zip lining here at Historic Banning Mills, because you can do zip lining, you can do a few other things here as well, correct, right?
That's correct.
Now, what all can you do here at Historic Banning Mills? You
can do anything from having a nice room for your anniversary to spa treatments, to horseback riding, kayaking, zip lining, free falls. In fact, we have the most zip lines in the United States or the world right now.
Wow. And the new tower that you have in the back, it's what record does that hold? The tallest tower, or what is it?
It has the tallest freestanding climbing wall in the world by Guinness records.
Nice, nice. So, and what's the name of the line that you zip across to get there? You said it's
that's called the AT line. It's the Adventure Tower line.
The Adventure Tower.
Go over there, and that lets you get into everything that goes from there, whether you're going on a continuing tour, or you're doing something like climbing, or you're doing a free fall.
Nice, nice. Well, I think this is, I love the zip line. I've been zip lining all around the world, and I came here last summer, and the reason I wanted to come back here today and talk to you guys was because I was explaining to Donna that a friend of mine, a very good friend of mine, he and I do different adventure sports, you know, around and about. And just case in point, early this summer, we were in Tennessee doing whitewater rafting. We had a really good time. So I said to him, I said, oh man, come on, Ben, let's go zip lining. He says to me, no man, I'm not going zip lining. You hear the lady lost her leg going zip lining. I'm like, dude, that sounds like a bunch of hogwash, but okay, let's figure it out. So anyway, I heard that from him, and then I heard a similar story from a few other people. And when I mentioned this to Donna, and she explained to me what had happened, I thought, wow, what a sad idea, a sad story for the person who that happened to, but even more so, most people have a misconception about this. So I wanted you guys to kind of explain to us what had happened here.
Well, first of all, it didn't happen here.
Right.
It was about 40 miles from here, and a lot of people have misconception that it did happen here.
Now, when you say here, now let's just so that everyone knows what we're talking about. We're in Georgia, and this is Whitesburg, Georgia.
It's Whitesburg, Georgia, Historic Banning Mills, and as a matter of fact, the actual canopy tour is called Screaming Eagle Eco Zipline Canopy Tours.
Gotcha. And where did that happen with the unfortunate accident?
Amy Copeland, she was on a creek called the Tallapoosa, and they stopped at a line. As a little homemade line, and they happened to get on the line, and she either slipped off or something malfunctioned to where she fell about 6 feet and cut her leg.
Wow. But again, let's just underscore that it was a homemade line.
Yes, it was.
Over somebody's creek.
Right, and nobody certifies it, nobody looks at it to make sure it's safe, and in fact they didn't even have any safety gear.
Wow.
So if something happened, like, you know, knock on wood, someone passes out or something, you can't fall on a professional zip line.
See, and that's what amazed me when I heard that story. My friend mentioned that. I said, I don't know how you could fall from one of these. I mean, you're so locked in and strapped in and all. I mean, many times I've been, I just don't see how somebody could. I said to him, wow, she must, and no disrespect to the lady, but when my friend told me this and me not knowing, I said, wow, she must have really been a klutz. You know, anytime, you know, you could fall out of that. I just couldn't see how you could do it. Not unless you took the harness off yourself, or, you know what I mean? Right. But she never had one because it was a homemade.
That's right. She was just holding on.
Wow. Okay.
And you know,
she got tired.
She may be the most coordinated person in the world. And,
right.
But
she got tired.
She got tired and she lost her grip.
Wow. That's a sad story. Now, just so the people have a better idea. Oh wow, here's somebody going by. Yeah. Nice. Nice.
One of the guys.
Nice.
That was Ethan.
That was one of the guys. They're in. That's called bullet boy position because they can go very fast in that position.
Nice. That's the way I like to go fast.
That's right.
So now, just so the audience has a better idea of safety here, can you tell us about some of the safety precautions you take?
We actually came up with the precautions because we were the first in North America, and a lot of people came to us to learn how we did it safely. And it starts with the equipment certified and inspected, and then you actually have a briefing on the safety aspect of it and a demonstration on the safety aspect of it.
It's about 20 to 30 minutes.
Yeah, 20 to 30 minutes before you're ever allowed to even get hooked up to anything.
Okay. Keep talking. Wow, I got to get this started. Wow, nice, nice, nice.
And that was not a guide. That was a person that was following a guide. That's right. There's always a guide before you and a guide after you to make sure if you do have a problem anywhere in the middle, whether you're scared or some other reason, there's always a certified guide there, and they're highly certified. They are actually wilderness first responders on the medical side, and they get about 60 hours of training here before you're allowed to even go out.
And that includes high rescue training.
That's high rescue training also.
Nice. So we're pretty much in good hands when we're with you guys, right?
Yes, the best.
Nice. And how often do you inspect all the lines here?
Oh, they're inspected daily, and if we have something like a pop-up thunderstorm that comes through, the lines are not allowed to use again until they're visually inspected again. And then we're inspected by an outside source, you know, kind of like the fox and the hen house syndrome. You don't want that to be set up.
Right.
So inspecting everything yourself is not a really good idea. So you have someone come from the outside to go over every bolt, every wire, every piece of equipment.
Okay, okay. Now, say someone wants to book an experience here. What's your website again?
HistoricBanningMills.com.
Okay. Now, how far in advance do you need to book?
In the wintertime, not so far in advance, but on the weekends and in the summer, you need to do it as far as in advance as you can.
Okay.
We do have people show up here thinking they can walk on, and they're highly disappointed at times, and we have to really try to pacify them and try to get them on because
we'll try.
Yeah.
We do our very best.
Yeah, but I mean, come on, you get out here, you see all these lines, you see all these people zipping by, the adrenaline is like building, it's like you get a rush, you know?
Right. Exactly. Well, when you drive down and you see all the big towers. And
yeah, see?
This is exciting.
And it really is the most fun you can have that's legal.
Nice.
It really is. I've done it thousands of times, and it's just as much of a thrill every time.
Nice. Donna, do you zip as well?
Oh, yes.
Nice.
I do.
You guys are just the adventure couple, huh?
Well, we have to do it because we're here to do it, and you know, inspecting and helping people and stuff like that. So
well, actually,
we have to do it.
When I first started, though, I wasn't so adventurous, and I had Mike pinned to the pole, and he said, you have got to sell these things, so get out there and do it.
On the platform, and I was actually had her arms around me, wouldn't turn around. I said, Donna, you got to turn around.
Right.
And, but after the first time she stepped
I was
on,
fine after that.
Nice.
and we approach everything that way. You do it yourself.
Yeah.
No one lets you go. No one pushes a button or anything like that. And once you step off, it's something clicks in your mind. Like, where's the next one?
Right.
I'm ready for this because it's fun.
Well, you know, the first time I skydived, I did a tandem, and I swear, when I got to the plane and I looked at it, I'm like, oh, hell no, I'm not going. But the guy who I was attached to, he pushed me, and that's the way.
That's right.
They have to on those.
Yeah. Okay, and that was like my first. Okay, so now we're like 5 dives later. You know what I'm saying? So you get hooked. It's just like ziplining. You get hooked. Once you do it, man.
That's right.
Jeez. Okay, so last but not least, price points here. What are we talking about? A range of what to what?
It ranges from $49 to $249, and that includes the highest price one is up to 60 different zip lines and 8 hours of fun, including lunch with your guides.
Nice.
The basic tour is 9 lines, 1 bridge, and it gets everyone started, and they range from level 1 through level 5, so they work their way up to the more extreme things.
And how much time should you allow? Say if you wanted to do the basic or if you wanted to do the all day, how much time should you allow to come down here?
Allow yourself at least 2 hours.
To be here.
Leaving,
For the basic.
Yeah, for the basic, and you
8 to 9
minimum
hours.
8 to 9 hours for the long tour.
For the all-day rush.
And the basic is 49, you said?
Yes.
$49.
Nice.
That's right.
I'd highly recommend this for everyone. I mean, this is so much fun.
It is.
All right, guys. Well, happy Labor Day.
Thank you.
You too.
Since it's Labor Day today, and thank you so much for taking time out to speak with Michael Andre Adams at Traveling in My World. Talk to you soon.
All right.
Bye.
Bye, Ann.